Welcome to the 2021 Economic Depression and Preparation Channel. This is your host, Tony. Thank you for joining me today on this Wednesday edition, July 7th, 2021. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button for the latest true financial news here in America and beyond. Today, we're going to be talking about the economic recovery and also the jobs report and the inflation report today. Those are the three topics we're going to cover. Once again, we lost 450,000 jobs last week, but we also added some jobs. Those are people returning from furlough from the corona pandemic. We also want to I hope everyone had a blessed 4th of July holiday and weekend activities, and now we're back. So let's get right into it here, guys. Right now, this economy is we're on the move and it's recovering, according to our president. He's saying that the numbers look good, that they're fixed up, but is the pandemic really under control? He says that we have more jobs and better wages. The second part's a lie. We don't have better wages, but we do have more people returning to work from the jobs that were on furlough. We still have 25 million Americans that are unemployed or underemployed, and that's 20 million Americans who are underemployed who don't have enough to make ends meet. Non-farm payrolls increased 850,000 for the month. Unemployment rate rose to nearly 6% in June and is continuing to rise. This is very concerning numbers here, but we've known that for quite some time. He says the economy is growing faster than any time in 40 years. The deaths are down from the pandemic 90%, and wages are up faster than any time in 15 years. So it seems like we have a kind of a fake recovery going on here. More than 22 million Americans, according to this report, were laid off in March and April. But now we know the number was double that. 40 million Americans were laid off, and now we're just getting some people returning. But the unemployment numbers are at 6%, real unemployment. The Fed also came out today and admitted that inflation rose much higher than expected, but insists that it's transitory and temporary. And now we have severe supply shortages and labor shortages. You notice these restaurants and stores around here have been adding up these stores, adding now hiring signs. They said they can't find people to work. Uh, you look at stores like fast food places like Wendy's, and you look at retail places like Target, or they're saying these signs now hiring out in the stores. Wawa, they're saying now hiring and offering incentives to people who supposedly want to work. But inflation is beating out the low wages here. Inflation rose to 5% in May. It's the biggest jump since 2008, and now inflation's at 6%. Unemployment is at 6%. And this is the second half recovery. So the Federal Reserve Bank acknowledged that inflation has been soaring this year. It's less certain about how fast the price increases will unwind, but we know that when looking at the meeting notes that they had, that the inflation will continue to rise throughout the remainder of this year. Listen, guys, I told you that we're looking at inflation toward the end of this year being at 8 to 10%, and that's when they're going to have to make an action about raising the interest rates about this. The core CPI index is up, as you can see here. The 12-month rate of inflation has doubled, and the risk is growing here, as you can see. We're getting in toward the risk level here. Personal consumption expenditures are down for this month, and things are not looking as good as they tell us. Economic recovery to continue in second half, but at a slower pace. Economists foresee the recovery from the pandemic transitioning to a new phase. Yeah, because what's happening is we have more and more people on the streets. More and more people are heading out, but they're not necessarily going to work. They're quitting, they're going to vacations, they're working from home, and that's going to hurt the economy because not many people are going to be shopping at small businesses or having consumption. Consumption is 70% of this economy, and so it relies on consumers for 70% of its growth right here. And so, guys, when we don't have that growth, the economy is going to slow down to a crawl. We're going back into a recession. Actually, two recessions equal a depression, but they're not going to say that. So winter is coming. And so we have about another 2 months before things get really bad. And Janet Yellen has said that she sees economic crisis coming. Unemployment rate was a high at 8.8% in April 2020. We're heading to 6% now and growing. Unemployment rate will get up to 10%, as well as inflation will get up to 10% by the end of this year. Remember, there's no more stimulus money coming, and the moratoriums end in September. They will probably extend the moratoriums because they don't want chaos on the streets. But as far as the stimulus money, there's no more stimulus coming, only the infrastructure bill, which will not go toward individual Americans like helicopter money. So with that, the consumption is going to go down. income will go down. The economy will not recover in the second half despite the good news about the vaccines. And this is what we're going to be looking forward towards. So I will ask you to continue to prepare, continue to stock up on things that you know we're going to need. And this is not counting any black swan events like the hurricanes that we've been having, or tropical storms, or a blackout, a brownout this summer. We're just getting started into this summer. And so I encourage you to continue to prepare. Be blessed, be safe, and I will talk to you very soon again with the next update. Thank you for listening. Hope you can hear me. I'm at a different location now, but I will be returning for our regularly scheduled programming very shortly here. Thank you.